You guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video and welcome back to my channel. We are here for Love During Lockup Season 4, episode either 5 or 25. I'm going by what Philo say, and say 25. I have no idea what I have been numbering these videos, but if you're watching, then you know what it is. We here. Please disregard the scarf. I haven't did my hair in days. My hair has been in the scarf for a couple of days. I got braids under here, so please disregard. We here to talk. So let's just get into it. It's gonna be short because I did not charge my phone because I'm an idiot. Ty and Hottie. So Ty is trying to get to the bottom of what her cousin told her, that Boston is engaged to Hottie right now. And it's given that Ty is the side chick, because if he out here telling people that Boston is his man, I don't know what Hottie's game is, if I'm being totally honest with y'all. So Ty decides to call Kyoka, and she tells Kyoka to meet her at this cemetery that just so happens to be right across the street from her job. So she's like, I'll be there in less than 10 minutes. So they get there, and she try to hug Ty, and Ty like, oh, we're not there. And Shorty like, oh, we being shady today. Okay, what's tea? And Ty like, do you know anything about Hottie giving Boston an engagement ring? And she was like, looking dumbfounded, like she didn't know anything about it. She's like, no, I had no idea. I don't know whether to believe her or not. I knew she was gonna call. Hold on. Sorry. Like I said, I don't know whether to believe Kyoka or not. Because she's already lied to us before. Well, not to us, but she's already lied to Ty. By even simply having the other ring just in case she said no to what's his name? Hottie. So Ty asks her like, what should I do? And she like, I mean, if I was you, I'd confront him. And then I'd call Boston and see what's going on. And then here go Ty. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I want to do. It's just like, you just want to fight this girl again. Like, y'all give me a break with this. That's really all that she had going on. So let's move on. Melissa and Louie. So Melissa is driving down to Georgia, and she has a bright idea that she is going to go to Louie's job and see if she can see him. So on her way down there, she calls her sister, and she's like, guess where I am? And she's like, her sister's like, where? And she's like, I'm on my way to Georgia. And the sister is like, why? Like, because I want to see him, you know, and I just feel like the least you could do is come outside and wave to me. And this relationship between her and her sisters is giving very much. When the sister get off the phone with Melissa, she gonna call the other sister and be like, guess what your sister just called me and said? That's what it's given, because they don't seem like they with it. Then at the end of the conversation, Melissa was like, wish me luck. And sister was like, probably not gonna happen. I'm like, damn. They have zero faith in this because she's living in Wonderland. So she drives down to his job and she calls him on the phone. And she's like, guess where I am? And he's like, where? And she's like, I'm literally looking at you. And he's like, that's kind of crazy that you're here. And the way he said it made me feel like he wasn't with it. So he actually told her, like, I'm a little irritated with you because I don't know what the repercussions are for you coming down here. And she's such an airhead. She doesn't really care. Like, she's so excited about being with him. She's throwing caution to the wind. Like, you don't know that this possibly has repercussions. If you're not supposed to come to the jail, if he can't have visitors up at the jail, what makes you think that you can come down to his job and see him? So then she decides to flash him her tatas. And he like, don't do that. And she did. She was like, oh my God, Louis, it's just boobs. And she flashed me. It's just like, lady, do you not know that all these other men that have been incarcerated and that ain't seen real live titties is looking over there at you too? So that irritated him a little bit more. And I feel like the only reason he didn't go off is, for one, he didn't want to cause the scene. And for two, let's be real. It's been so long since he's seen a woman that I'm sure he was absolutely happy to see her. But I feel like red flags are already going off in his mind about her, because it's looking like she be so giddy to do stuff, and damn what the repercussions are. And that's dangerous for somebody coming out of jail. I'm just saying, like, you too old to be living in this fantasy land and thinking that shit is all like kicks and giggles. Like the least he can do is wave at you. No, bitch, you need to go see my mama, like I said, and wait till you see me. You're going to see me tomorrow anyway. So why you being thirsty? It's giving overly thirsty. And he about to start getting turned off because he's already agitated that she came her ass down there. Now, they did end up making out, and he grabbed her hair, she said, and pulled down her pants, and he had her shirt off. And I'm just like, people really do that out here in the world? Like, why do y'all get completely naked in public places? Like, if y'all trying to sneak and do something, it's giving sundress, no panties on. Like, easy access type shit. This bitch got on those boots, a sweater. Like, so if one of the guards came and seen y'all half naked and cuddled up, that would have been a problem. And you probably wouldn't have been able to see him the next day. And quite frankly, the episode has went off, so we don't know what happened. But, and y'all did this on camera, something gonna happen. He gonna be in trouble, because I'm 99.999% sure that he wasn't supposed to allow that shit to happen, or she wasn't supposed to do that. And he could have been more adamant about telling her, bitch, I will stop talking to you if you come your ass over here, because you're not about to jeopardize my freedom. You stupid. Let's move on. Chelsea and Mikey. I got two qualms with this particular couple. Yeah, two. So, Chelsea's dad has been calling her phone and texting her phone. She's not answering because she's really upset, because she don't know what the hell going on with Mikey. Somebody done emailed her and told her that he in the hospital, that he done had a stroke, he can't talk. He was having trouble talking, trouble swallowing, side of his face got droopy. So she shows the dad the text message that was sent to her that says all of this. And he ends up just calling the jail. Now, her being not able to hear, he called them, and she's like, what's going on? And that, I could see how frustrating that could be as a person that cannot hear, and you're trying to get an understanding of what's going on, and ain't nobody telling you exactly what the hell going on. That's the thing that annoyed me about this, because when Daddy called the jail, he said that the guard said that he's fine. They didn't specify whether he was in the hospital or not, but I don't know if they can even disclose that information, but they said he's okay, which my mind tells me that he ain't in the hospital, and he's just not contacting Chelsea for whatever reason. And then the guard also says that, yeah, a lady called here not too long ago, and the dad's like, what lady? And she's like, her and her daughter or something. Now, if memory serves me, they ain't never said that Chelsea had no daughter. Now, when she did introduce her son, she said, my eldest son, which leads one to believe that she has multiple children, but they have not said anything about these children yet. So I am under the assumption that she only has that 10-year-old boy. So what girl and her daughter was calling and asking about him? Now, I could have been innocent, But at the same time, I feel like that was kind of important information that you could have shared with your daughter. And Chelsea says that her dad is not the best at signing. And that annoyed me. Because I don't know what her upbringing was. I don't know what their situations were. Daddy probably had to work. But at the same time, I feel like if you have a child with disabilities such as being deaf or blind, then I feel like as a parent, you should probably make it your business to learn how to sign or read Braille, don't you think? Because how can you effectively communicate with your daughter if you can't sign? That kind of annoyed me, because now this girl is pissed off because he can't relay the entire message. All he is saying is he's okay. What else was said though, Dad? Like, help me, because I'm about to like fly off the handle. So I need you to communicate everything that was said so I can have a better understanding of what's going on. Because now in her mind, she's just like, I don't know. So I feel where she's coming from, because I will be pretty annoyed too, having to depend on people to do certain things for you, and you're a grown adult. But I feel like they did. I bet you that mama know how to do sign language. I bet you any kind of money. If she has a mother, her mother is like most mothers, when their child has a disability, that mama knows sign language well. That annoyed me. But then she goes to Beth's house, which is her other friend. I don't know if Beth is deaf, but she knows how to sign language. And she told Beth what was going on, and Beth is like, I don't understand. That don't make sense, because how did this person get his email in JPay? Like, how he get all this information, but ain't nobody really talk to him? Like, he took the time to do that, but he couldn't take the time to just personally call you or email you himself, which makes sense. So, like, Chelsea, I need you to connect the dots. Like, I just feel like either he got cold feet or he messing with somebody else, or sometimes they really get you and be already out of jail and living with somebody else, and you are none the wiser. So I hope that that is not the situation with Chelsea, but it ain't looking good, girl. Emily and Dari. So apparently Emily got a call from Dory's ex bunkie, whose name is Smoke. Smoke randomly calls Emily's phone and tells her, oh yeah, Dory ain't tell you that he was supposed to get some money sent. Like, he was supposed to give me some money because we supposed to be starting up a business. And she was like, no, he didn't tell me nothing like that. And when did he call you? Like, when do he got time to call you? Because he only has limited phone time. And I'm just like, girl, are you serious? Criminal data researcher, ma'am? You already caught him talking to another girl. So obviously he got plenty phone time. You just don't know about it. The only phone time you know about is the money that you provide for him. But what makes you think that other women are not putting money on his books as well? He already talking to somebody else in Spanish. Like, where's the common sense coming in on this episode? Because there is none. Like, but she was smart to say, I'm not giving you nothing. He barely get money from me. So I'd be good and goddamn if you get money from me. I don't like you anyway. She didn't say that to him, but she don't like him because apparently they were arguing on the phone, and Dari and Emily were arguing at one point. And Smoke decided to interject and tell him to hang up on her. She was like, if the roles were reversed, I don't think he would appreciate me telling his girl to hang up on him while they're going through their personal relationship stuff. So I feel her. But what pissed me off about this whole thing is, why would you give this man my number? Me being your girlfriend, even though I already know Dari ain't shit. I can tell from the little videos that he's saying that he is giving very much Harry. Like, he ain't worth a damn. So, damn, what was I saying? Why would you give him her number? And I wouldn't be surprised if he get like, cause he's talking about I'm on my way to pick it up. So he gave you my address too. Like, that's dangerous. And I'll be cussing Dari out. Cause don't you ever give nobody my number or my address. Talking about some money. Not me. He should have known that he wasn't finna get no money from her. Like, she don't give that she all lovey-dovey mushy. She probably be cursing that boy out. She gives very much, fuck you, ooh, I'm not doing shit. Or one of them ones that'll just laugh at you while you going off on her and curse you out at the same time. That's what it's giving. So then I don't know why they gave Smoke a scene, but him and some other dude that's supposedly Dari's other friends talking about, you think she gonna do right by bro when he get out? Is bro gonna do right when he get out? Talking about you gonna make him stay in the house. He needs to stay in the house. He needs to get his act together. But it ain't gonna happen. That's gonna be a very toxic, tumultuous relationship. And then he got his ex-bunkmate in his ear about BS that's gonna get him caught back up in the streets. Child, nobody got time for none of this. That was all that really went on. We really didn't need that unnecessary scene with Smoke and Friend. Anyway, Jessica and Dustin. So Jessica drives her daughter. They both drive down to Tennessee to look at a home. The daughter is being supportive because that's her mama, but she's not really with this whole thing. So they get down there, and the girl that's, showing them the house comes outside. And I would just share this with y'all because it was hilarious. When the realtor came out the house, me and my fiance was watching this, and we both was like, hey, Sheila. I'm sorry. I thought that was hilarious. Like, if y'all know, y'all know. Even though the girl name was Shayla, but we was on the same wavelength when she walked out the door. So she shows them the house, and she tells them that it's an hour away from Nashville. So they basically in bubblefuck Tennessee, where there is nobody, there are no malls, there are no really things for a 17-year-old girl to do. Like, it's probably adult stuff, bars, strip clubs, pool halls, stuff like that, but she can't partake. So, baby girl already ain't feeling it. She said the realtor, Shayla, said that they would have to drive 30 to 45 minutes to get to the city, I presume. So Jessica tells us in the confessional that she's pulling out her 401k to get this house. She's not paying above $33,000 for the home, but that home was only 28 something, 200 something. She's only want to pay 300 something. So it was in her price range, but when they get in the car, the daughter was like, I hated it. I don't want to be here. I'm probably not moving down here with you. And she like, why not? She's like, well, it's weird. Like, this is weird. I don't know him. You don't know him. It would be better if he was out of jail. But right now, him being in jail and you doing all of this is weird to me. And I'm not with it. So I'm probably not going. And she's like, I want to hang out with my friends. And I'm like, well, you're going to college soon. Like, you're going to keep those friends and you're going to, like, it shouldn't matter because you're going to college. It's just like, no, you doing all this shit on a whim for a dude like you. I don't know what that COVID quarantine relationship did to your brain, or what that other man seemed like he had y'all cooped up in the house and abusing y'all. I don't know what therapy you need to go work out for that, but you need to go and do it because this is crazy. And I know established people make really silly decisions, but this just seems really ludicrous to me. I'm sorry. Like, for one, I ain't never wanted to work in no jail. Like, security, sitting behind a desk, a receptionist. I never wanted to be in that space. And that's no disrespect to the people that is in there, because there's some people in there that don't deserve to be in there. However, that ain't never been a desire of mine, because I heard they be vicious in there. And my anxiety, and then sometimes it be riots and they be taking over. Child, that's not the life. That's not my ministry. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I think that was everything in this episode. This was giving filler episode. It was not a whole lot going on. Oh, did I mention Justine and Mikey? They get married. I don't know if I think I mentioned them in the beginning. I can't remember, but that was a really short scene that they had. So only thing I want to say about that is I didn't know that he had another child. Justine's Mikey got another daughter that's 17 years old. I'm thinking the other girl is the oldest. Nope, got another one. I said, ooh, Jesus. Then I'm gonna ask her, what y'all gonna do when he go on tour? This girl wants to be on tour with him. She one of them girls that want to go everywhere with her man, but also saying she's not gonna be insecure about the women trying to be all on him. And I'm just like, girl, goodbye and good night. Like, you a lie. It's giving very much you gonna be feeling away when he interact with the crowd. And given his track record, it's looking like he was probably sleeping with some of them groupies. No disrespect. I don't know, and then it was something about the way the mama worded it that seemed like she be complicit in his bullshit. But maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I don't think so. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping all over the place. The only other thing I wanted to mention about Jessica, I just think it's so funny how some kids are just able to cuss in front of their parents and it just not be no thing. That girl said, it looks like no effing body lives here. And I'm just like, oh, you really dropped the F-bomb in front of your mama at 17 and you didn't get popped in your mouth. That's crazy. But that was all for Love During Lockup. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.